Hello.
Hey,
You look really cute.
thank you. I didn't
I
have
love it.
anything 50s to wear, so I did the
That's okay.
50s.
You can't.
Well, I don't know if pin curl is even 50s, but when I Googled it, it had a bunch of pin curly things, so I was like, we're gonna go with it.
Absolutely. My hair was a little bigger, but the headphones kind of screwed that up. But anyway,
That's
we
right,
got
but
the flavor. We got the
yeah,
flavor.
that was a
And
50s
then
hairstyle-ish.
yes, and this is a like 1950s style dress. You can't really see, but
Yeah,
it's got the
yeah.
pointy boobs, so we got it. We're good.
Pointy boobs equals 50s.
You're dang
Uh,
right it does. You look really good. I like
Oh,
it.
thanks. So do you. All right.
And there's a reason for this madness today.
Yeah.
Do we want to first, how was your week? How was your uh time away with Anthony?
Oh, that was really fun. That was really
Yeah.
awesome. Yep. It was
Yay.
just chill. Like not too much to report, but it was fun. Yeah.
Cool. I'm so glad you guys got to do that.
Yeah, oh, me too. We needed that. We needed that. We need to do it more often. Like
Yeah.
how you guys do your weekly. Are you guys still doing that weekly date night thing?
Yeah. It's date
You're
night
always
tonight, actually. We're really
awesome.
excited.
Yeah, what are you doing tonight?
We will probably just go out to eat and hang out with each other for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Just keep it low
You
key.
your youngest is older than mine. It'll be a lot easier when Elena, sorry. I always mix up my kids. And sometimes I call them my
Me
sister's
too.
name.
Uh-huh.
And once I call Anthony the dog's name. So, sometimes.
Well, it's funny which of my siblings' names come out. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm happy with my kids, one sibling's name comes out, and then if somebody's in trouble, another sibling's name like automatically comes out, and I think it's just ingrained.
That's funny. I think with
Mhm.
Bella and Haley, I do Laura and Sarah, like they're my two little sisters.
Uh-huh.
Like I automatically often will just call them by my sisters' names. And it's so funny because we haven't lived together for like,
25 years.
yes, yes.
I'm like pulling this out of my
Yes, 50's hair must be
must
poofy.
must get it.
Yes.
That's true. It's kind of fun though.
Yeah. No, I
I
had
like the
fun. I had fun. I like my flower.
I do like your flower. It's my favorite. I don't
Yes.
have any flowers.
And
In
my
fact,
little floopy doopy.
hmm was
Hmm.
that hard to do?
Yeah.
Anytime I've tried to do
Yeah,
like
it
the barrel
was.
like curls,
Uh-huh.
they never stay.
It wasn't like a one and done type event.
It wasn't like, okay, we're
No,
good.
yeah, yeah. I
Well, it
had
looks
to
good.
figure out, yeah. I don't think it's something I do on the regular, but for a costume or something, I'd do it again.
Dang right. Yes. And I'm gonna need some kind of pointier bra if this is ever gonna work. Because
A
have
pointier
you
bra.
have you seen the 1950s pointy bras, man? It's like, what were they thinking?
Yeah, I've seen pictures, and yeah, I do wonder. Like,
Looks so natural.
I know. Was that appealing to guys? Maybe. Maybe they were told it was appealing, so then they were like, yeah, that's right.
Or maybe they just didn't have the ability to like shape foam. Like, did they have moldable stuff back then? Or was that just the best they could do with what they had?
I don't know. I don't think
Mm,
bra technology is like really advanced too much, but at least they're round now.
indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. And the reason for the 1950s today is because, just jump right into it. We had a request from my daughter to redo one of the podcasts that we did only audio when we were doing audio only. And she wanted to hear the list of 1958 um, ways to find a husband that were in. It comes from the McCall's magazine, 1958. 129 ways to get a husband.
Okay. I did
And
like
they're
go
they're
look
super
up a
good.
little as well, and I'm sure they're
Oh,
all just
cool.
the same as you have, but
That's okay. Add them, add
I,
'em to the pile.
I mostly am probably just gonna send you the pictures so you can laugh because they're all kind of like there were so many ads marketing to women like so that
Hmm.
they could be a better wife.
Yeah,
And they're just the dumbest. They're so dumb.
right.
Yeah.
It's a man's world, and that seems to be a topic that's carried throughout time. Like, what does it mean to be a good wife or a good, marriage partner, and
Yeah.
what are traditional roles now. And I don't know. It seems like my TikTok and my news feed think that I'm some like super feminist because it shows up everywhere.
I mean, I think I'm kind of a feminist. I mean, I don't really have any labels
I'm,
that I'm like, I am this thing,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I care about equal rights and, you know, us
Well,
all
I'm
kind of.
certainly, what's that? Sorry,
And I
I
was
interrupted
just,
you.
no, you didn't. We were kind of doing that talk over each other thing, and I would have just kept going if you kept going.
Well, reading these here makes me glad that we have made some progress because progress was needed
Yeah, right.
in in a lot of ways.
So silly.
Oh
Like
my
really,
gosh.
so many of them. And just like it was all of the value of what you are is what you were as a wife. You want to
Yeah,
hear totally off topic, but that's what I do.
sure.
I'd
Go.
never really thought about this before. Somebody was talking about like the negative like way we've learned about and talked about sex and like that calling it premarital sex
Oh,
is
that's
kind of
true,
like
huh?
so stupid because that's implying that you must get married. Like this is your premarital time and you will get married. That is what you will be.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, it
And it
could
just
just
doesn't work for
be
everybody. It works for a
exactly.
lot of people
Sure.
and should not be discounted. Like,
It
I
exists,
don't
it
know.
works for people, but also
Hmm.
to say that is just like that's
That's the
just
only path. Seems
yeah.
ridiculous.
And that's what we called, when you were having if someone was having sex and they weren't married, it was premarital, as though we
Marital
were all
sex.
on that path, that same path to be married, no matter what. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it was. And you needed to achieve that goal by, and then here's the advice.
Yes. And yeah, this is if you are struggling to get married, these are the ways. And um, so maybe if you have some, I will just read a few and then you can read some of yours.
Okay,
Or
we'll
does
probably
that work?
cross over. Yeah, that works. That
That's
works.
okay. If we read the
I'll
same
just
one
share some of
twice, then
mine.
it must have been super necessary. So
Exactly.
some of them were good ideas. I'm not going to
Yeah.
discount all of them. Some of
Hmm.
them are incredibly stupid. Like, what? What? And
Yeah.
sometimes you can see where they were going with them. Like, okay, let's tweak that a little bit. Like,
Yeah, like that's okay
maybe
advice, but let's like
let's insert some self-respect.
there you go.
Because for the main feel of this whole thing was guys wanted stupid women who didn't say anything and who had no opinions. And it's like, I don't think that's really what guys want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
They
I mean, but then again, they I mean, a lot of them do enjoy when women are those ways. It's just that
yeah.
it's not really like maintainable because nobody is
No.
really that because they are their own individual and eventually it will implode. And somebody was pretending to be something. So you want to know what
Yeah.
people really are, not what they're supposed to be so that you love them, So they
No, and
love that, but it's just not real.
why would you want to be married to somebody you're not like engaging with and having good conversations with and like leaning on each other when you need help and being a real human being and being liked
Yeah.
for who you are as a human being.
And
Like,
I think, or I'd like to hope that most people, that's what they were finding when they were getting married. But then they also had all these standards and what society was telling them it was supposed to be too, that had made them have expectations of each other and of themselves that were just stupid and unhealthy.
mm-hmm. Agreed. Agreed.
Anyways,
Okay, so are you ready
anyways,
for these?
I am.
Well, I'll just read through them until I come to one that I have to stop on because
Okay.
my mouth won't let me not stop. Okay, number one. Get a dog and walk it. Good advice for all of us.
That's to get a guy.
To get a guy,
Yeah,
get
I
a
mean,
dog and walk it.
actually, I'd say that's a really good one for a bunch of people. Well, I wouldn't say get a dog, but if you have a dog, take it somewhere
Yeah, if
public
you,
and walk it. So the people you're meeting are probably they already know you have a dog, which is a huge part of your
Mhm.
life, and you're gonna attract the type of people that would, you know,
Yeah, it's a good conversation
like
starter if you're at a dog park
exactly.
and like, hey,
Yeah,
cute
sure.
dog.
Like I would hate to be dating today with like dating apps. And if ever, God forbid, like I were to end up where dating was like a prospect for me again, I don't think the apps would be the way for me. Even like I think I'd have to figure it out the old-fashioned way or something because
Yeah,
I don't know. So I think
it's
getting out there and
yeah.
walking a dog and being around, people, there's
Doing
something to be
things that
said
you
for
like
that.
to do is always a good way to meet people who like to do the same things you like to do.
Yes, exactly.
All right, ready?
Hmm.
Have your car break down in strategic places. Oh, me, I ran out of gas. My bad.
Yeah, what a pain in the ass. I mean, I guess they weren't working, so it was just like, let me go fuck this
How
car
long do
up
you
in
have
a
to
few different
stand
places.
there?
I know. Yeah,
Been
like
here for six
what are the
hours.
logistics of this? I just feel like that's putting
Yes.
people in danger more than
A lot of these are things that you would, yeah, are danger.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. Attend night school and take courses men like. Don't worry about what you like. Go
Yeah.
specifically for others.
So pretend to be something you're not.
Mhm.
There was a whole
Oh
lot of
yeah,
that. There was so much
there's
of that. Don't be
there's a
what you
lot of that.
are. Find any way to be anything else. You're
I'm just a
disgusting.
girl. Yeah. Join a hiking club. Also a good idea for all of us, whether you're
Yeah,
looking or not.
I want to do that.
Yes. Look in the census report for places with the most single men. Nevada has 125
Wow.
men for every 100 women. Um, I read somewhere someone was talking about Alaska being kind of the
Okay.
same way. They're like, dude, there's tons of men up there. Go find yourself a man up there. And a girl that was up there was like, the odds are good, but the goods are odd. Like, no. Anyways,
Okay.
oh, this was yeah, anyway. Read the obituaries to find eligible widowers.
Mm, mm.
That's the place to look
Oh
because
God. Prey on
find
sad
those who are
dudes.
mourning.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas. All right, I'm probably going to say that a lot. Okay, take up golf and go to different courses. So, if you expand what you like to do, that's always a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Take several short vacations at different places rather than one long one. And I would just take any vacation
Yeah,
anywhere
I was
not to
like,
buy
how
men.
much fucking money do these people have? I'm gonna spend time breaking down my
So,
car while I travel to many different places.
uh, so what they mean by like several short vacations are like 2 hours at a time because I've got like a day or two to take a vacation anyway,
Yeah, right.
instead of one long one of overnight.
Yeah.
Okay, sit on a park bench and feed pigeons.
Yeah.
Take a bicycle trip through Europe. I would do that anyway.
I would too.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Get a
On one of
get
my
a job.
short vacations.
Yeah, short vacations. Get a job in a medical, dental, or law school.
No.
Become a nurse or an airline stewardess. They have high marriage rates.
I actually always kind of wanted to be like an airline stewardess.
Me too, but it's for the travel, not the
Yeah, exactly. Although,
marriageability.
think about how much fun we would have had. Like
We would have
working
had a lot of
together on
fun.
a like I don't know why we didn't do that, other than that I'm just now having the idea. But like that would have been so
That's a
fun.
really good idea.
Yeah. So
We, yes,
I don't know. Let's
we would have had a little bit too. They may have had to separate us, like in kindergarten. They're like,
no, we
you
we
two can't
we
do this
worked
together.
well together. We just always were also
Yeah.
playing, but we still got our shit
Hmm.
done, you know?
Yes, we
There's
did, and
nothing
we did it
saying you
well.
can't have fun. Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, I don't
That is
think
true.
maybe there's a rule, but I don't think so.
No fun to be had
Yeah.
anywhere. Okay. Ask your friends' husbands who the eligible men are in their offices.
No,
Be ni be nice to everybody. They may have an eligible brother or a son. Get a government job overseas. I'm not really sure
no.
why overseas.
But
Like,
how exhausting for that to be like the only thing you're thinking about. you
Hmm.
know? I do kind of
Yeah.
remember, like, even just when we were younger, it was talked about so, like, normally, like, from a very young age, like, when you grow up and you get married, and they'd speak about everything so matter of fact. And
Yeah.
and so you were like, I was way more into um like boys younger than my girls, I think, because they weren't hearing that and I was. So
Over and
I
over and
was
over.
from a
Yeah.
very young age like looking for the prospects. Even before, even though I was like kind of afraid of dudes at the same time because I had my own like reservations, I was still so boy hungry and I'm like, why? Why though? And
Hmm.
it makes me think of right now where just like the existence and presentation of or like having things that celebrate like the LGBTQ community being like that is what's pushing it on people. I'm like, them existing, I don't agree that that's pushing. However, me being taught that I had one role to fill in this, that's some
Add some pushiness
brainwashing.
to it,
That's
huh?
some pushiness. Yeah. I'm like, you see what you want to see, I guess. And
Yeah, in a lot of
because for them,
ways.
they're like, well, that's normal. And it's like, sure, for you. That's good. That's great. But also, like, you were saying that to like really young girls, and we were going ahead and internalizing it. And that, like, doesn't
You mean it
necessarily mean that's who we were.
you mean it was unfair of me to ask my brother's friend who was out of high school for 3 years why she wasn't married yet? Like, Jiminy Christmas, get on this.
When did you do that? Obviously 3 years
Sometime
after
when I was in
high
high
school.
school. Yeah.
Okay.
She came back and I'm like, wow, 3 years. Not married
Not
yet, huh?
married? Well, it wasn't it like, I mean, in Utah, there was something about like Brigham Young said, if you're 25 and unmarried, you're like a menace to society. So, better get on
We
that.
were menaces to society anyway.
Always and forever will be.
Okay.
Okay.
Amen. Okay, I'll finish this page and then it's your turn.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Volunteer for jury duty because,
No.
who doesn't want like a
But again,
week-long commitment?
volunteer. Well, I guess none of them were working. And you don't work at any point in time. You just, which I mean,
I don't know if you volunteer for it or do you just have to wait for your name to come up? Because
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I've never tried. I've only tried the
What?
opposite. Can I
Right?
not do this?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Okay. Oh, this one was good too.
Okay.
Be friendly to ugly men. Handsome is as handsome does.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think you should be friendly to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, you should, but
That's
how would you like to know that your, future spouse was like, well, you were ugly, but I thought maybe you had a good personality? Like, gee, thanks. Way to throw me a bone.
yeah. I mean, I think people have an understanding of what they look like too. And being okay
Yeah.
with that and being like that's not everything is has value.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
but
and nobody is attractive to everybody. I've got a little
yeah.
funny. Remember our little friend Frank that was like,
Yeah. She's
well,
back.
he's back at our house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, every people are attracted to different things. And I would rather wait for somebody who actually finds me attractive than had be with somebody who's like, well, I guess you're okay. Like,
Yeah.
thanks.
Totally. The whole attraction thing is so funny though, because there have been so many like pictures painted for us of like what attractive is. And like most of the time when we
Mhm.
talk about it, we're talking about females. Like this is what the female is attractive. But I was just listening. There's this guy who does a YouTube channel and he just has been like taking videos for a very long time. So he has videos of just like people from,
Everywhere, all
in the
walks of
before and
life.
after, all the different eras, just like videos of people talking about how life was and stuff. And there was one guy who was talking about he didn't fit the mold of like the traditional guy at the time, and it was in the 50s. And it was just this kind of beefcake, like you had to be kind of there was a shape and there was an everything, and how
Hmm.
like life changing it was when like things like the Beatles came out and there were these kind of twerpy little dudes and girls were like
Scrawny little
fawning
guys.
over them, and how they were like, oh, there could be someone for me too. Like on both sides, we painted this unrealistic picture when really I am not attracted to the typical super brawny, like in general. Like I find some of them
Hmm.
attractive, but that as a whole is not what draws me in. I actually like
No,
when I was younger, I was actually way more attracted to scrawny guys, and maybe it was because
I remember that.
I was like afraid of, so I didn't want someone big and like like that was just no thanks. Like I don't need that.
Yeah.
But just that men thought they needed to be that because that's what they were told, and it created this whole like toxic masculinity, the thing where they're like all trying to be the same thing when none of
Yeah,
us really asked for that. You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
We don't even want it. Like
No,
there's value in being strong and being tough and but like that as a
absolutely.
whole, just no.
But
Or that
needing the
that's the
six
only
pack
thing that
and
is
the gym
attractive.
bod,
Yeah, no, not necessary.
no.
Not at all.
No, in fact, they've done studies that show that women like dad bods. Like they they feel more comfortable and they interact better with guys with dad bods. So
And
there.
that's probably because their lifestyles fit more because most of us at a certain age just unless you have the time to like commit to like the lifestyle that gives you like being just really fit all the time, like it's hard to stack up to that. And when your significant other is really in shape, then either you gotta stay up too, or so it's nice when
Yeah,
you
if
can
that's
kind of
something you
relax
both
a little
enjoy,
bit
cool.
and just which actually me and Anthony do. I enjoy it, but also I enjoy that like,
It's not
you
your whole
know,
life.
in our child rearing years, like it's not a huge focus, honestly. Like
Not
we
top
try
priority.
and yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
I think we're both still cute. We're fine, but also
damn right you
like
are.
neither one of us is like at the gym the way we should be or whatever. And it's like if
I
he
don't
were
think
there
there's a
all the
should
time, it
be,
would be stressful to me because I don't have it in me right now. So it is more attractive that
right?
he's not, you know, on a page that I'm not and can't be basically because
Hmm.
something else is more important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and my husband will get little like spurts of like, okay, we have this concert coming up in a month and a half. Let's do a 6 week training camp. I'm like,
Yeah.
that'll be our end date, and so we'll do that. But we're not
I
like,
love having some sort of goal like that. Like,
hmm.
granted, I always am like, we're gonna do it for 6 weeks. And the week before, I'm like, shit, it's time. So I get like a week
Yep,
of it.
there's
But
that
yeah.
too. But the idea is there, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. I better get back into this. Be friendly to ugly men. Tell your friends that you are interested in getting married. Don't keep it a secret. So, yeah, if you're interested in dating, tell
Let
people.
everybody know.
Maybe don't be like that your
Facebook
only topic
update.
of conversation. Yeah. Still waiting for Mr. Right.
Interested if you know anyone.
Good
I
grief.
took up golf and I take many short vacations.
And my car is having trouble. Come rescue me. Get lost at football games. I just can't find my way to
Another
my seat.
another kind of dangerous one.
Yeah. Don't take a job in a company run largely by women because the manly men won't be there.
Actually, only the manliest because they're not intimidated by women.
Yeah. That one made me laugh. I was like, oh
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
good luck with that. Um, get a job demonstrating fishing tackle in a sporting goods store.
Okay. I mean, you probably would meet a lot of dudes, so I could get a job
Yeah.
anywhere where men traffic heavily. But then you're not going to be
Yeah.
getting relationship men. You're going to be getting, you know,
Flirty dudes at the
party
checkout.
dudes. Yeah.
Well, and
You never know, I
maybe
guess.
make sure it's like something that you actually have a little bit of interest in. Like it doesn't have to
Yes.
be your whole life, but if it's something that if you hate fishing, don't demonstrate stuff at a fishing store trying to attract somebody because
Yes. I feel like I used to feel the need to do things I didn't like doing. Like it wasn't okay to just be like, I'm so not interested in this. Granted, I think there's value in giving something a try, you know,
yeah.
and like doing it with
Or
the other
if
person, but then like
mhm,
being able to say, that's not for me. And you should continue to do it because it brings value to you, like should be
yep,
okay. Shouldn't have to do everything
yep,
together and you shouldn't have to like everything the other person likes. But also you should never go into it lying or faking about liking something, especially if that's like a huge draw for them, because then it's just all based on
they feel manipulated.
yeah, it
Don't
because it
manipulate your
is
way into a
manipulation. Exactly.
relationship.
They feel that way because that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, two more and then it's yours. Okay, on a plane, train, or bus, don't sit next to a woman, sit next to a man. Give yourself opportunity, I guess.
Okay. I mean,
Go to all reunions of your high school or college class. There may be widowers there.
oh God.
They had it until that last part.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I haven't been to
go.
any of my reunions yet. Reunions yet.
I
Have
went
you?
to one.
Yeah.
I
How
went to
was it?
one.
Eh,
Eh,
it's all right.
eh.
But at least you got to
Not well,
see
not
all
well
the old
attended,
girls,
but
right? Yeah.
some of them, friends, if you are listening right now, some of them decided not to come because old boyfriends would be there. And I was like, guys, it's been like
They're
10
old
years.
boyfriends. They don't. I
But
mean,
two of them didn't come because of boyfriend issues. I was like, oh,
hey, to each his own, but yeah, that is kind of silly.
okay. All right. Let's hear what you've got.
Okay. So what I got is a bunch of pictures, but they say things. Okay.
I love
Don't
that.
bother your husband with petty troubles and complaints when he comes home from work. Be a good listener. Let him tell you his troubles. Yours will seem trivial in comparison. Shut up.
You have no troubles when he walks in the door. The end.
Yeah. And,
Which,
I think there's something to be said for listening, but at
oh,
the expense of
absolutely.
expense of yourself, that's stupid. That's not a
That's like,
relationship. You are,
mhm.
I don't know. They should
That
want to
they,
listen to you too, or
yeah,
they probably don't really care about you. You're something to put a penis in.
yeah.
That's what you are.
They had that one pretty well until the end. It's like when he comes in the door, don't just jump on him with all the crap that's happened that day. That's probably good advice. Like, let him come in the door and like be happy to see him and all that kind of things. But being like, your troubles are not as important as his troubles, maybe reaching a little. Some
That's
days mine are
that's
worse, and some days
fair
his are.
to say, try to be pleasant when you first, but is that expected of the man as well? Is he supposed to come in even if he's had a bad day? I mean, I guess it should be. I guess it should be when you see each other. So like the
Be
actual
excited
real
to see each other.
yeah, the that should be the real advice. Just be
Hmm.
excited to see each other. Like you'll get to the bad stuff about the day, but like let yourself be excited first.
Yeah, just pause whatever you're doing for a second and say, "Hey, you're back." It goes a
Yeah.
long way. I do it well when my kids were especially little, like when they'd wake up from a nap or something and come like walking out of the bedroom all slow and rubbing their eyes. I'd be like, "Oh, it's so good to see you." Like I should probably do that more now.
Yeah,
I
I feel
forget too
like it
because they're older, but
happens. I feel like it happens pretty naturally around here. Um,
yeah,
yeah. And I don't know if it's because I married into a huggy family, so now it's like, oh, hey,
that's
like every
good.
time if Elena gets up from a nap, actually, like she'll walk and come find me to like give a big hug, and you don't
Mm,
just get up and go do your thing. You find your people.
that's right.
Yeah.
That is correct. All right. Any more?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on. I forgot that it was my turn now. Okay. If you have a job or career of your own, would you be willing to give it up? If not, you are more interested in promoting yourself. Helping a man attain success is a full-time career. So basically don't have a job.
Mhm.
If you want a man,
Yeah.
you can't give his
There's no
career
possible
the
way.
attention that it needs.
That's true. Helping him build his career is a full-time job
It
because,
has been
what if he had a
though.
work dinner or something and you needed to,
Yeah. But it has been because Anthony is the one who, the traditional roles that you have. I know we've talked about this before, but like he's the one with the schooling. He's the one with the know-how
yeah,
for a job that like pays at the level that I don't have any type of skill that I could make. And so as he
yeah,
has struggled, I've actually had to quit jobs to keep him afloat. And that's partially because of the fact that the system told us we needed to be a certain thing. And then when it didn't work, we would have been fucked because I didn't have the right education because I was the mom. You know what I mean? So it's
yep,
really bad to granted I had a career, but even my career, like the top notch of my career is a third of what
yep,
he makes. And it's a good job. You know what I mean? So I never could have
yeah,
made it. I never could have made it where he is. So I'm not saying that's like a good thing and that's what you should aspire to do, but
yeah.
that if
But there's some truth to it.
There is some truth to it because that
Mhm.
I don't know, that job just isn't really like a possibility for me. So me being the one to help him keep his job and like stuff like that throughout the years has been,
Yeah.
yeah, valuable. But I wouldn't say that that's how you should go into marriage.
Yeah, that doesn't have to be the only way, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting though.
Maybe if they said something like if you have competing careers or careers that, compete for time and effort, maybe have a discussion about da 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 da, not just
Yeah.
yours
That's
is unimportant.
that's today's
Bye.
advice. Be
Hmm.
realistic about like if you're gonna have kids, that it is a job and it has to be a discussion or else it just becomes this super lopsided, resentful thing. So
Hmm. Indeed. Uh, I have
indubitably.
these pretzels in front of me that are just sitting here that I keep reaching for, and I'm not going to.
Why? I keep drinking
Oh,
out
well,
of my
because I
flamingo
crunch
cup.
really, I know, but my microphone's right by my mouth, and I keep like I would chew. They're really hard, so
Okay.
I'm avoiding them. But just so you know, they're there.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
keep
so,
keep going.
all right, I'll finish so you can have your pretzels. All right.
Okay, good.
Compliment him on his physical prowess, his mental acumen, his good looks, his virility. The worst mistake a girl can
You're
make
so
is to
virile.
make a man feel intellectually inferior or inadequate as a male.
Don't make him feel inadequate. No, compliment him. I like that a lot,
Me too. Me too. I mean, I think that's a good
especially
one
the
for
virility.
everybody. Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm always looking for virility. You're so virile.
Um,
Mm,
oh, this one's funny because it it's not really advice. It's just kind of like only floozies ask guys out.
I have been a floozy
Uh-huh.
before.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of guys actually appreciate when a girl will express her interest in them, but I don't know.
And
Everybody's
you know what?
different.
A lot of this depends on whether or not the guy likes you, like as a friend or as a human being at all. Because
Yeah.
if he didn't like you, all of these are horrible ideas. And if there's some like friendly feelings there, these could be good ideas. But all,
Yeah. All
the
right.
if no, like all of Twilight or most chick flicks, if the guy wasn't attractive or, if she didn't like him, most movies would be like stalker horror movies.
Yes.
There has to be some kind of attraction there. Anyways, that has nothing to do with anything.
Okay. So how I said there were quite a few that were like ads. I'm gonna read those to
Mm-hmm.
you, and you're just gonna have to picture it until then. This one is
Okay.
a love quiz for married folks only. Why does he avoid her embrace? That's the question. Answer. Because he is no longer happy in their marriage, constantly makes excuses to avoid the romantic intimacy of their honeymoon. Question. What has she done? Is it really all her fault? It is not so much what she has done as what she has neglected, and that is proper feminine hygiene. Question. Can neglect of proper feminine hygiene really spoil a happy marriage? Yes, and the pity of it is, every wife can hold her lovable charm by simply using Lysol disinfectant as an effective douche.
What?
Question. Can this purpose be accomplished by homemade douching solutions? No, salt, soda, and similar makeshifts do not have the proved germicidal and antiseptic properties of Lysol, which not only destroys
Ugh.
odor but is effective in the presence of organic matter.
Yeah, okay, let's
Question.
insert a public service announcement here. Don't make your own douche. Anyway, go.
Yeah, yeah, and don't use Lysol. Okay, why does this husband not tell his wife why he avoids her? Because he feels that a woman should know these important facts and use every means in her power to remain glamorous, dainty, and lovely to love. He resents her neglect as such fundamentals as correct feminine hygiene, which is achieved so easily by regular douching with Lysol brand disinfectant.
Oh
The
my gosh.
yeah, I'll go ahead and text you that one, but because the
Yeah.
it looks like it's a newspaper type article or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so that one is for Lysol douching, all about making you
Lysol
feel
douching.
like you're
Um,
disgusting and he will not
I'm
love you.
all I'm all about personal hygiene, you know.
Uh-huh.
Wash up, ladies, wash up. But
But
yikes.
not with Lysol.
Lysol? No. Thank you.
No, please.
I will not be.
Okay. And then here's another one.
Okay.
Um, another ad, but also, advice to women.
Okay.
Men are funny that way. They pass up the girl
Aren't
with
they?
glamour for the girl whose breath is sweet and clean. So play safe. Use Colgate Dental Cream, the toothpaste that cleans your breath while it cleans your teeth. Even your toothpaste
Yeah.
is to get you a man.
Your toothpaste is get you a man. Once again, all about personal hygiene. I
All
like some
right.
good breath, but
Oh, well, this
I
one,
don't
this
know that
one
anybody's ever
here
been
is
past
for
that.
Kellogg's Pep. Vitamins for Pep.
Kellogg's would know all about that.
And it's the one that's got the picture of the dude and the girl with the duster. It's like, so the harder the wife works, the cuter she looks.
I have seen that one.
Okay, let's see here. Gosh, honey, you seem to thrive on cooking, cleaning, and dusting. And I'm all
Don't
tuckered
we
out
all?
by closing time. What's the answer? Vitamins, darling. I always get my vitamins. Kellogg's Pep. Ding.
Ding. No, thank you.
Oh,
I am not. I enjoy a clean house, but I don't think I'm made whole by
no. I
cooking,
I
cleaning,
used
and
to need it really, really clean. I've never liked the cooking part. Like I hate that. I hate it,
and I like
despise it. I
cooking.
get it. I don't like it. But I don't mind cleaning. I like cleaning and I like having a clean home. But when you're the only one who seems to really care about it, it becomes such a job that I
Old
had to get to the
fast.
point where I was like, guess who doesn't care anymore? I'll keep my stuff clean, but eventually, like, I'll just throw stuff away. I'm just like,
Mhm.
I'm like, you have to get a little uncomfortable yourself, I think, because like Bella, she's now cleaning up her room. Haley's not quite there,
Good.
but like, I'm letting them get there on their own to realize like I am not your maid. Like we're gonna
Well,
live in.
and as a mom, don't you real like I could tell my kids things a million times, but all it takes is one of their
Yeah.
friends to come over and be like, "Why don't
Yeah.
you clean your room?" Be like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm waiting for one of like well, I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm waiting for a friend to say, shouldn't you put on deodorant? So that I don't be the one to say it anymore.
right? Okay, you tell me the list of things you want, and I'll tell you the
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
Anyway,
please. Okay.
we'll both talk to our kids.
All right. I'm not gonna read this whole one because it's stupid, but
Okay.
it's another one for women. Married? No reason to neglect stockings. Constant runs are unsightly and expensive. Cut them down with Lux. And then there's this whole little like thing about how husbands admire wives who keep their stockings perfect. I don't think any
It's
husband
true.
cares about that. I mean maybe.
Maybe if you like really neglected them and they stunk and were very holy, but in general,
Pair of nylons.
mm,
Like if you're getting mad over a pair of nylons, like it's not the pair of nylons. It's got to be something else. That's
she had a
stupid.
run in her stocking. She's not the one.
No,
She's not it.
disgusting. I bet you she doesn't even use Lysol to douche. Disgusting.
Right.
Okay. Oh man,
Oh,
this one. I know you've seen this one. It's the one. It's got like it's an ad with the dude like hand in the air about to smack the woman's ass laying on
oh
his
yeah, yeah,
lap,
yeah.
and I think it's for a coffee. Like if he ever finds out you're not doing this coffee, like
You're not using Folgers.
no, if you're not using cheese and sunborn, Chase and
Oh,
sunborn coffee, not
dang.
cheese. Cheese coffee does not sound good.
I've never used that. I deserve a
Oh
spanking.
my God.
Mm.
So this is another one with a different dude, cartoon about ready to smack his wife's ass, or and it's for an article or something. It says, "Do you still beat your wife? Maybe
Oh,
you
do
should have
you?
never stopped. Read why in the rollicking, provocative yet educational booklet entitled Why You Should Beat Your Wife, written by an eminent practitioner of this manly art. Send 15 cents in stamps or coin to blah blah blah, Chicago, Illinois." Yeah.
how to beat your wife.
I bet it's something about just keeping the hierarchy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
My. Let's tell you how that would go over in my house.
Yeah.
It would not.
We're not the same women.
No.
And thankfully, I think that's due to the women who came before us and made subtle changes, because if you go too hard too fast, they burn you at the stake.
It's true.
You
They
gotta
do.
go slow. They learned that
Small
from their
changes.
past mistakes. Like, oh, we spoke up before and we were witches, so we'll make slow changes.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
There I like John Wayne movies.
Okay.
Um, and there was one called McClintock. And there's a big part of the movie that's like when the women misbehave, they get like a spanking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm like, this would not fly today. The whole ending of the movie is him chasing his wife around to give her a spanking because she ran away when she thought he was cheating on her, which in my mind is like pretty justified. Like, anyway,
Yeah.
and so he gives her a good spanking, and then she's like back to the normal good wife. I'm like,
Yeah. The
yeah.
same way that it works on children to suppress them and
Mhm.
doesn't actually teach them anything other than,
No, it does not.
yeah.
N- Yeah. Oh, not a big fan
But
of
it's
hitting small
funny for
children.
us. And I mean, like, in a silly, flirty way, a little smack or whatever. Like, I'm here for that, but spank
Well,
me,
that's
nothing.
consensual.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Um, Yet another advice to women through trying to sell them something.
Okay.
How's your husband's disposition? Is he irritable, moody, hard to please? You feel discouraged, hurt, but it's probably all your own fault. Disposition depends largely on
It's all your
digestion.
fault.
You don't
Ooh.
cook him well-balanced meals. Fats, vitamins, carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, all of them are needed to keep the human machine in good running order. Valuable facts on nutrition are given you in the new Butterlick cookbook.
So,
So
well,
if his
it's
disposition is
your fault.
bad,
I like that line.
it's your fault. So, I mean,
I do appreciate a good like food equals less hangry for everyone.
yeah, but
That's
everybody,
that's a
literally
given.
everybody.
And it's
Yeah.
not your fault if
Yeah.
someone's hangry. But yeah. Mm.
But yeah, I mean, he needed a Snickers.
Yeah, I would say.
All right. And
Yeah,
then I think,
I like
go
how
ahead,
these are
sorry.
like actual advertising campaigns that people thought through and they're like, yes,
Yes, this is good.
this
This is good. Okay. And this, I don't even know what it is. It's just a, I don't know. Is sex ignorance driving the one you love into the arms of another? Learn how to keep the love of your life or wife at the high pitch of thrilling devotion. A satisfactory sex life will bind your loved one to bind your loved one to you for all time. Sex ignorance. I think I like cut
sex
off the title
ignorance.
or something, and it was something about like don't be ignorant about sex. But
Uh-huh.
what's funny about this is like sex ignorance, like that's bad thing about you, but you're taught for so long that sex is bad. So where are you supposed to get
Or your parents,
enlightened?
yeah. In the 1950s, parents were teaching their kids about sex with like birds and bees and flowers and like, when a bee goes to the flower, it's nothing's talked about. It's like
Yeah.
beat around the bush.
I mean, I think, yeah, for even for us, like I didn't have any real talking about anything at all. It was just kind of like, I'll figure it out. And so I learned everything from like what I saw in society, which was still
Mhm.
showing me that like pretty much what it was to be sexy and that that's what you
Mhm.
needed to be to get a guy. And then it's like your job to keep them from like straying essentially by being what they need. So for me at the
Mhm.
beginning, at least, although I enjoyed sex, it was all about him. And like, that's not actually good sex. Somebody's having
No,
a good time, but it's not you because you don't know anything about it other
it's a
than to
two-person
like
game.
perform and like get it done. I don't know. Did you feel that way when you
Yeah.
first started?
There was definitely a learning curve. Like
Like I didn't
there was,
allow myself to like really enjoy it for a while. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like it wasn't like
yeah,
it was bad. I had enough fun that I wanted to do it again, but it was also just
of
like
course.
it was all about like one goal and it had nothing to do with me.
Well, I got a lot of conflicting messages religiously too, and I know that's not
Yeah.
the case for everybody, and I read into things differently, but yeah, when those went away, things got a lot better.
What type of things are you talking about? Because maybe I thought of it and you just haven't said it out loud, or somebody else will be like, "Oh, I had that same weird thought." What are you talking about?
Well, the lessons that I got, I think we talked about it a little bit in a past podcast, but like I remember getting the lesson that you're supposed to be turned on but not lustful. Like don't let yourself get too carried away. And you know what's fun in sex is letting yourself get carried away.
Yeah.
Like you can have a lot of fun there. And
Yeah,
when it's fun for both of you, it's fun for both of you.
exactly.
Um,
I'd say it's more
hmm
fun for everybody.
hmm I remember, I don't know, I feel like I should put a disclaimer here if my parents are listening, close your ears. Um, let's see. I remember specifically hearing oral sex was an abomination before God.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like that's bad. Um, I don't know, just lots of things like that. Like there are limitations in your relationship here.
Yeah,
And then being
yeah.
so paranoid that I was crossing those lines that like
Yeah, that you even had to
um
be prude even in your marriage with each
even in
other,
your marriage.
where
Yep.
it was like, this is your person
And
who you're supposed to be able to feel completely yourself because that's who you're choosing to do life with.
mhm. And as much as I like I don't want to sound derogatory at all towards religion or religious beliefs, and I don't want to like poke fun at anybody's beliefs, but the underwear change was a big one too. It was do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I
When
do.
you're Mormon, no, when you're Mormon, you wear garments,
Oh,
and
okay.
they're definitely like a
Not
I don't
sexy.
know, it's they're not sexy at all. They're not
It's like you're
sexy.
going to take
But
it off and like, oh, but you're taking it off. It's just
yeah,
not
like
sexy.
no, if you're sleeping in just like a little brown underwear or like some little lingerie or something, it goes a long way. Like
For yourself also. You need to like I
you need to feel
enjoy so much
sexy.
when you feel sexy is when you actually want to do it. Because you're
Hmm.
feeling it versus just
And if
like,
you're wearing
how am I gonna
gra
perform? What am I gonna do? Like
Mhm.
that's just thinking about it, not feeling it. And that kind of sucks.
And if you're feeling a little reminiscent of a pioneer in your undergarment choices,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not feeling real sexy. Just
Yeah.
just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't want to disrespect people's like I mean those are sacred
I don't
clothing
think it's
to
disrespectful to say
people.
they're not sexy.
They're really
I
not.
don't think that's their goal with him at all. So,
They're not. But for people who want people to have lots of children, there's things that you can do to help.
yeah.
Didn't okay, didn't your mom well, never mind. I'll leave
Say
that
it,
out.
say it, say it,
I was just gonna
say
say,
it.
was it your mom that wore her garments under her lingerie on her honeymoon?
No, no. But I
Oh,
felt like I remember hearing that. Was it Summer's mom?
I don't know, somebody's.
I don't know. But
But
I don't
there you
think it
go.
was mine. Although my mom, I do there's some picture floating around somewhere of my mom in her homemade bathing suit that has capri length bottoms, like bathing
Hmm.
suit material capris,
Yep.
and a t-shirt. And there was that time that I got caught because we always got hand-me-down clothes, and somewhere in one of those bags,
Yeah.
I found a two-piece bathing suit, and I was really excited about it because I put it on like by myself, and like I
Yeah.
felt cute in it. I felt like it looked cute, like, and so I wore it underneath the t-shirt to go to Salem Pond. And then we got there, I took off the
You had
t-shirt.
to.
I was in a two-piece. Oh my God. And then my sister told on me, so then my mom made us homemade bathing suits for a while. So I had cap
Really?
sleeves, the knee length bathing suits. Yeah.
Aw.
I know. And I did not grow up in the 50s. Although, yeah. And I mean, it
I
was
had a
a,
couple two-piece bathing suits, but I
yeah.
had to wear t-shirts over the top when I like tank
No,
tops
I
when I
don't think
swam.
everyone was bought for me. And the one time I did wear one, it and my mom never yelled at me or anything. She was just made a garment change that reinforced her beliefs, and that was fine. It was her thing as a mom. It didn't hurt
Hmm.
me to wear that, but it like reminded me that my body is shameful and that I shouldn't feel good about it. And because those
That's
feelings are
true.
negative and they
Yeah.
mean something bad about you. And I just don't believe any of that now. And I think it's like damaging to the mind. So I don't have any problem poking hole in somebody else's religion if it's teaching
Mhm.
something harmful.
Well, yes.
You can like it,
I get
but I
that.
should be able to say
Hmm.
to my point, just as much as you can say I believe it, I can have the same amount of passion of not believing it and actually seeing harm in it. Like we all of those things
Yeah.
can exist and it's fine,
Yep.
you know.
Took me a long time before I felt comfortable showing my shoulders.
I know.
Darn
I mean,
porn
I
shoulders.
can hardly stop looking at them, man. If you could
I
just
know, I know. They're
hard to control
intoxicating.
myself. Yeah.
It's my fault that bad things happen.
It's true.
Um, okay. Do you have more?
No, I don't.
Okay. Um, do you want more of this list or are we way over time?
No, we're okay. We got a little bit more. I'm having fun.
Okay. Maybe I'll speed through some of these.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
Okay, ready? More
Yeah.
ways to catch a man?
Okay.
Because you want to catch him. You don't want him to, have a say in it. All right.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to associate with more attractive girls. They may have some leftovers. Go back to your hometown to visit. The wild kid next door may have become a very eligible bachelor while you
They've
were away.
made so many movies about that. It's obviously true.
They have Hallmark pulled a lot from this
Yeah.
list. Okay, don't room with a girl who is a sad sack and let her pull you down to her level. I love that they use sad sack. That's just a lovely
I
way to describe
know.
people.
I know. I
And
kind of want to
also,
use
don't
it as
care
an
about your
insult
roommate.
soon. Yeah.
Don't care about your roommate having like problems. Don't ask her what's wrong. Just tell her
Yeah,
she's bringing you
yeah.
down.
Could you just stop? You're really bringing down my vibe.
Uh, I'm not getting married because you're a sad sack. Okay, get a part-time job at a convention bureau. Why? I don't know. Change apartments from time to time, you know, meet new people quite often because
Okay.
who doesn't like the hassle of moving? Um, when traveling, stay at small hotels where it's easier to meet strangers. Please don't do this.
In fact, go to hostels.
Yeah, right.
I
Oh
mean,
man. I've
I've
seen,
had a brother who's stayed at hostels and he's just fine.
yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend that as like a way to pick up dudes. I just don't think.
Eh, I've seen lots of horror movies start out with people staying in small hotels and trying to meet people.
Yeah.
Okay. Learn to paint and set up an easel outside an engineering school. Just painting the edifice here. Okay. How to let him know that you're there.
Okay.
Stumble when you walk into a room that he's in. Oh, my bad. I'm so clumsy. Oops. Okay. Um, Forget discretion every once in a while and call him up. I will agree with that one. You want to date with him? Give him a call.
Yeah, but that totally flies in the face of the other one. The other
Oh yeah.
times when they
Hmm.
say like men don't like that, but hey.
They don't like that, but maybe you should. This one, I have no idea. Carry a hat box? Is that just so he'll offer to carry it for you? Like,
Maybe
you just
people
carry a
with
hat
hats are
box?
better.
Why
So
am I not married yet?
I've been having I've been having
I've had
I've
this
been
hat
carrying
box
this
for a week.
everywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one's good. Wear a band-aid. People always ask what happened. Like,
Sounds like
and then
Elena.
what?
Yeah.
You're wearing a band-aid. What happened? Just trying to catch a man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
What
this.
do you do? Lie?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. It's always good to start off with a lie.
it is. It is. Oh, it's from that stumble earlier.
Yeah. It made me think of Elena though, because she just loves band-aids. Like
Uh-huh.
she actually had a cut somewhere on her body the other day. Because I remember she was like, I need a band-aid. And I was like, okay. So I got it and I was like, all right, on your finger. And she's like, no, right here. I was like, okay. So I put one on her leg and she's like, I need another one over here. And then never put one on the actual cut, but then she had these two. I was like,
Oh,
She just loves
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids make everything feel better, whether you have
I
a
know.
an owie or not.
When she comes of age, she's just not gonna be able to get
She's
rid
gonna
of
have to beat
them.
the boys off with a stick.
She is. They're gonna love those Band-Aids.
They are. They are. Okay.
Or
Make a lot of money.
yeah.
Or what?
Well, I was saying boys, and I was gonna say or girls
Oh,
or
or girls.
nobody if it's just not her thing.
Yeah, I don't know that girls would fall for that.
Ah!
Um, learn several funny stories and learn to tell them well, but make sure you don't tell them to him more than once. Yeah, that's my problem though,
I was
because
gonna say I messed that one up
I'm,
hard because
hmm
I'm a bad repeater.
me too.
Because they're still
My,
funny to me.
mhm.
Yeah.
And if they fit the topic of what's going on, it's coming out. That's
Exactly.
sorry. My attempt at putting a little more happiness into the world and spitting,
Yeah.
apparently. Walk up to him and tell him you need some advice. Dropping a handkerchief still works. Not in post-COVID. Whatever.
Post
I'm not
COVID.
touching that.
That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
that is disgusting.
That bitch is disgusting. I bet you she does not douche with Lysol.
She's got she's got COVID because she didn't douche. Okay. Have your father buy some theater tickets that have to be got rid of. Oh, my dad just had these tickets. Do you want to go?
Mhm.
This is my very favorite one, and I think I told you this one earlier. But stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that he'll come over to find out what's wrong. Once again, what do you say when he comes over?
Exactly. What are you crying about?
Nothing. Thank you for caring.
Oh yeah, but then you were saying you like what's the
Oh
realistic
yeah. Why would they say this? Like what
yeah.
because I mean, you want to be looking for someone who's caring and kind, and that's great.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, the idea that I had was if you want to find somebody like caring and kind, go like volunteer at an animal shelter or go help at the old folks home or something. Go
Yeah.
somewhere where people are caring and kind. Don't cry in a corner.
Yeah.
Have some self-respect.
You know what else helps? Be caring and kind.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Um, cry in a corner. Land's sakes. No.
Uh,
Self-respect, ladies. Self-respect. Let's
yeah.
have some.
But like a lot of these, like you had said, you could find like a glimmer of like a way that you could put it to where it's like, oh, for a relationship, yeah, this is a good thing. It's just that it was always putting it on the woman,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
which was just funny and silly. I'm sure the men had their own. I could probably kind of
How
try
to
to
catch a
find
woman.
dating and like, because all I looked up was dating advice. I didn't say dating
Yeah.
advice for women. I said dating advice 50s, and I didn't get anything that was like an advice about what a man should do. But I
That
bet you
is
it
true.
exists, and I bet you it's just like
We should do a whole
get a
one on that.
job. Yeah, get a
Yeah.
job, have that job,
Maybe don't
do
spank her
that
so much,
job, but maybe do spank her.
but do it enough that she stays under the thumb, under it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do. Okay. We'll go fast. Don't let him fish for your name the next time you meet. None of this guess who business.
What does that
Fair
mean?
enough.
Run up.
That's
I'm
like,
Rachel.
Emily.
In case
That's
you
my name.
forgot. Yeah.
Do you remember my name? Because it's Emily. That's what it is. Okay. If you're to resort, have the bellboy page you. And I think that's just so people will know your name. I don't know. So
You seem
seems
important.
like a reach.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Buy
try
a
that next time I'm at Walmart. Ooh,
Me too.
who's this Rachel gal?
What?
Uh,
I'm kind of a big deal here. Uh, buy a convertible. Men love to ride in them. Yes,
because
buy
you're
a car
rich too.
specifically for a man. Yeah.
But then break it down also. Or
On the
like
side of the
pretend
road.
it breaks
Yes.
down. Take it on
Hmm.
many short vacations though.
And wear band-aids. Learn how to bake a tasty apple pie. Bring one to the office and let the eligible bachelors taste it. Nobody else in the office, just the bachelors. Like, are you single? Had
That
some
just made
pie.
me hungry. I was like, you know what? And
Right.
if you made a pie, I'd like you too. So that one works. I
Yeah.
just need
Well,
pie.
the there's a saying I have that I don't tell people because it sounds bad. Mom and dad, close your ears. But like in my marriage, it just works if I keep my husband's belly full and his balls empty. Like that's that's my self-imposed like job. And if I'm doing those things, then
Mm.
then I'm okay. But that it would be different if that was being demanded of me. Like,
Yeah, right. You're
hmm
choosing to do that. If I enjoyed cooking more, maybe me and Anthony do kind of everything together. You know what I
and
mean?
that's good too.
Like
Yeah.
it's for us, that's what works. The like we both work and we just gotta talk about what we're gonna eat. I don't have to decide what everybody else wants to eat because I don't fucking know because I'm normally not hungry at that time anyways. Because I'm not hungry on like a normal
On a
schedule.
normal schedule. Yeah.
I'm not. And so it's hard for me to say I want to, pick what everybody else wants to eat when they all have such varying things. So thankfully
hmm
that is not something that he
Well, and not
expects of
everybody.
me or yeah.
Yeah, that's not for everybody. But at the same time, do you ever pick where you want to eat based on, you know what? I think Anthony would like to eat here tonight.
Oh, for
Like,
sure, for sure. We have pizza way
so
more than
that's the
I
same
would
kind of
have it
thing.
otherwise. But
hmm
that's because that man could eat pizza every night, and that's cool.
Well, a little bit of
As long as it's the
thoughtfulness
right
goes a
pizza.
long way. Like just to
Agreed. Agreed.
play to your strengths and think about them.
Yeah. We have like a kind of funny thing where we don't always do it. Like when it's like we're trying to like lose weight or whatever, or it's like, hey, let's
hmm
try to be better about this. But it's like, but if you're gonna be bad and get a soda, get it for me too. Like let's
Yeah.
let's both do.
If you're going to the gas station or if you're at the store,
Uh-huh.
a tiny little treat just to say, hey, I thought about you with,
Yeah.
just grab a
Yeah.
little something.
It kind of happens organically, honestly. When I
Mm-hmm.
don't get something every time I go somewhere if I'm out shopping, but if I see something, you know what I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
the teas he likes or whatever, I'll grab it just because I was like, oh, Papa will like that. And I think that
Yep.
that's what you do when you're actually like
Like each other.
like each other. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
on your mind enough to like that you're always kind of taking them into consideration. And I think that's what everybody really just wants, right?
Yep.
To be a
If
thought,
Cody's at
not
the
an
store,
afterthought.
yes. If Cody's at the store, I always get mint cookies brought home. It's very sweet.
Yeah. It's your thing, the mint cookies. We
That's
just got
I,
mint
I do
Oreos
love
and
chocolate
they were amazing.
amaze balls.
Yes, amaze
Yes.
balls.
Mint chocolate chip. That's my jam. Okay, let's see. Haven't paid you convertible, learn to bake. There's so many of these. We can stop at any time, but laugh at his jokes. If there's a wallflower among the men you know, why not cultivate him? He may be a diamond in the rough.
Cultivating.
Um, cultivate him. Who doesn't want to feel like they're being cultivated?
Yeah.
Um, I read this wrong.
I want to
It
hear
says
it both ways.
accidentally. Did I have a stunned look on my face? Because I'm like, I know I copied these down late at night, but okay. It says accidentally have your purse fly open, scattering its contents all over the street. But I missed the word purse, so accidentally have your fly open. I'm like, that's what?
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that. First for
Yeah,
like pussy or something where I was like,
yeah. No,
have it open at all
have
times.
it open all times. That's how to catch them, but only if you douche Lysol.
Yes.
How to look good to him. Men like to think they're the authorities on perfume. Ask his advice on what kind you should wear. And I remember getting a perfume because a guy I liked in high school had mentioned that he liked it on somebody, and so I'm like, what do mm, did I like it? Not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's see. Get better looking glasses. Men still make passes at girls who wear glasses or get contact lenses. Well done.
Get better
Nice
looking
job.
glasses or
Better looking glasses.
because men
Yes,
still like them or get
they
contact
still
lenses.
do. hmm Yes. Practice drinking with women friends first. And I would agree with that. Go
Yeah. Oh, when you're young, for
It's
sure.
probably safer
Very, yeah, very much. I
too.
think so. Hmm.
Hmm.
That
Yes.
was the one piece of advice I'd say we should keep from this.
Yes. Yes. If you dye your hair, pick a shade and stick to it because, who likes creativity? Not men.
I mean, a lot of times I think I have found when, doing the fun things with the hair, it is not for the men. It's for yourself, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I used to do that kind of not with crazy, crazy hair colors or anything, but I would do
Mhm.
lots of different things. I'd change it. I'd go short, long, long, back and forth. Never
Yeah.
anything. Just they were all still very like stereotypical kind of haircuts, but I would like to
Yeah.
change every so often. And then like once I got married and it was like he had a thing he liked, I was like, that is me. And
Yeah.
that like then there were times where like I would almost like one point in time I got talked into donating my hair, but the only way they could talk me
Yeah.
into it is that I wanted to do it too. Like I had wanted to cut my hair. It was that point where,
Yeah.
like I was ready to do it. And he was not. He was like bummed, pretty bummed. But I was like, that's one of those things though, that's like, this is me and my body. And I like if I feel
Yeah.
a
It's
certain
a
way, like that should just be me and my thing. Like it's cool if you
yeah.
like a certain thing, but like that isn't
Occasionally you got to
that
do something just for you.
yeah, but also like I didn't at the time when I cut my hair and had it long and dark.
Hmm.
That's not how my hair was when he first met me. That's not what he fell into.
Yeah.
That's just what he had grown accustomed to and he liked. But it was,
Yeah.
but that was one of those silly
Yes.
like learning times early on in marriage where it's like, oh, it's just silly. But that one just kind of
That's
brought up that thought where it's like, don't do stuff with your hair
yep.
unless or anything basically with yourself without their approval. Your perfume, your
Yes.
hair, like
All of it. No, I
yeah.
remember Cody liking my long hair, but I've only cut my hair once since we've been married, like cut it short, and he was not a fan. So I definitely take that into consideration.
So
But
do I. I keep it longer too, but what's funny is like I myself have always I enjoyed playing with it and doing things with it. But then once you meet someone who likes it a certain way, it's okay that we keep it that way for them. But it's just funny that we stop living in that way for ourselves.
uh-huh, that's
And
true.
it's weird to think about. Like I really had a lot of fun with that before. And then it was just like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, I can't do that anymore.
yes, you can.
You can. I
You
don't
can
want to anymore.
play. We'll just
It's
do we'll do wigs.
I do like
Well,
wigs. There's this like
me too.
purpley one that I'm like,
Eyeing.
yeah. Well, I've looked a couple times on like Instagram, but then if I ordered it, it would show up and be like this plastic, like,
Yeah, if I could get it to look exactly like it looks like in the advertisement,
yeah, but it wouldn't.
totally do
It
it.
wouldn't. So I just dream.
We should just go to like a wig store and try a bunch on.
There is an awesome one here with like
Yeah,
it would be so fun. That has so many different things.
let's do
So
it.
come visit and I'll take you.
Okay, awesome wig shopping. We need to make a bucket list because we're gonna forget all the things that we want to do. Okay, I'll I'll keep going. Wear high heels most of the time. They're sexier. Feet be damned. Um, unless he happens to be shorter than you are, then don't do it because we
You don't want to
can't.
emasculate him.
No, you don't. Actually, I really like the short king theme that's been going on lately. Like the taller women that
Yeah.
have shorter men, and they're like, dude, he's a short
Yeah.
king. I freaking love
It's
him.
just kind of putting out there that those stereotypes of like what all women want aren't actually what all women want. They might
They're really
be
not.
what a certain section of women want, but
Hmm.
like no, there's so many things that are attractive and
I do enjoy having a guy that's a little taller than me. It doesn't have to be like super taller than me, but
yeah, I mean,
I think but maybe it was just fed to me. I don't know.
maybe it was. I don't know. Anthony's not a tall guy, but he's taller than me. He's almost 6 inches taller than me at 5'6". Like not a tall
Which is, I was
dude,
gonna
but
say that's
still,
not,
he's not
not
tall at
hard to do for you,
all.
but you
It's
guys
just
are.
that when I'm 5 foot,
Mhm.
like that's
Well, and you guys seem perfect for each other. That the
the height difference. Yeah, pretty
yes,
much. Look very like we just look like a smaller version of other couples.
you're a very very cute couple. I like you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. I think so too.
Okay. All right. Tell him he's handsome. You already went over that. Take good care of your health. Men don't like girls who are ill. take care of yourself, but not because it makes somebody else like you more.
Right. Okay.
Please.
Don't, because you'll get depressed, but go like look up, like you'll be able to find so many stories of women whose significant other left them when they got sick. But you don't find the same
It's true.
about men getting sick and women leaving.
Not as often. It's
Yeah.
true.
So don't get
They
sick. Or just find an
don't get
actual
sick.
decent human who likes you for more than, you know,
Yeah.
only what you can give to them.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to get sick. That scares me. And
Yeah.
not just because I think my husband would leave me.
No, no. I
He
don't think
would
that my
he would
husband
not.
would. Yeah. But I just don't want to get sick because, it's nice being healthy and not in
It
pain
is
and
nice
not
being
having to
healthy.
go.
Every time I get like strep throat or something, I'm like, how did I take it or how did I take this for granted so often that I can
Oh,
swallow? Like,
every time I get congested, I'm just like it feels like I've never swallowed normal before. Like it's like, oh my God.
yes.
Like it lasts
Every
an infinity. Yeah.
uh-huh. Yes.
I still do
Exactly.
all
Okay.
the things as women do, but in my mind, it's miserable.
It's, it's awful. It's
Yeah.
awful. Okay. Boo, boo, boo. If you look good in sweaters, wear one on every third date. If I look good in a sweater, I'm going to wear one on every date. The end.
I do remember you
Uh,
saying that one before, and I think that might have been exactly what you said before.
Probably.
Like,
It,
don't
yeah.
limit my sweater usage, okay?
Right. I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Like, even if it's winter time and I'm like, I like this pair of shorts, I'm going to be cold and I will wear my shorts. Dress differently than the other girls in the office. Stand out. Get a sunburn.
There's a
Like,
whole lot of just trying to like prey on sympathy. Like make him feel bad for
yeah.
you.
Or is it to like have that healthy glow type look? Or is it like,
But I mean that's a tan. That's a sun tan.
that's true. Sunburn is just for sympathy votes. Watch
Yes.
your vocabulary.
Watch your profanity.
Don't
Right?
don't say damn in hell, Rachel.
Damn it
Um,
all to hell, Im.
go on a diet if you need to. Not for men. Not to catch a man. Like, be healthy. That is
Yeah.
all. Um, when you're with him, order your steak rare.
I
I will
don't
not
think
be ordering my
like
steak
I
rare.
wonder, I mean, I like medium rare, but I just wonder who wrote this. And like, is there ever been a guy in history who was like, damn, she likes
She
rare
ordered it
steak? I mean,
rare.
maybe there is, but
I like
also,
mine like a chuckle briquette. Mine's got to be done all the way through. I
yeah.
like end pieces. I'm not ordering a rare steak. If I
I
am, I'm not
love
going
the
to eat it.
charred outside mixed with a nice medium rare inside.
Really?
That's
I
my
can't do
jam.
pink meat. I can't do it.
Uh,
Um,
I can't do
don't,
pink chicken meat.
I don't think anybody should do pink chicken meat.
No, no, they should not.
Okay. Don't tell him about your allergies. Eat that peanut butter. But don't tell him about your allergies. Maybe don't lead with that, but stay healthy, ladies. Stay healthy.
Hi, my name is
Um,
Rachel. I'm allergic to penicillin.
hey, did you know pollen does weird things to me? Okay, so bad. Okay, European women use their eyes to good advantage. Practice in front of a mirror,
Every time I've tried to practice anything in front of a mirror, I like can't help but laugh because
right? It is
it's
not as,
unnatural
anytime I
and
try to look sexy, is not as sexy as I think it's looking.
and
Like,
I have to laugh at myself and I ruin it. So it doesn't,
mhm.
yeah. Do you remember there was somebody, I feel like at Miller Apartments,
I think I know what you're talking about.
like
Sarah,
really, just really
talking
like,
about licking her lips.
I like overdoing the mouth, like the,
Uh-huh.
ah. And every time I've tried to like,
I think of it every time, the little lip thing. And then the whoever she was with is like, "What are you doing?" Trying to be sexy.
stop that,
See?
stop that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Anyways.
Buy a full-length mirror and take a good look before you go to greet him. Look at yourself in the
Fair.
mirror. That's probably a good
Fair.
idea. Just oh yeah. Change the shade of your stockings and make sure the seams are straight. That seems
And that
appropriate
there
for
are
today.
no runs. You
No
filthy,
runs.
filthy whore.
Right.
Huh.
Nothing says trash like if your seam isn't straight.
Hmm.
Get that fresh scrubbed look by scrubbing. Personal hygiene, always a good idea. If he's
By
bought you
scrubbing.
by scrubbing and douching with Lysol.
Uh-huh.
If he's bought you any trinket or accessory, wear it. Use the ashtray. Don't crush your cigarettes in the coffee cups. Polish up on making introductions. Learn to do them gracefully. Gracefully is not something I'm very good at.
Introductions.
Introductions. Hi, I'm Emily. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? Mhm. Okay, don't be too fussy. Stick to your moral standards. Don't whine. Girls who whine stay on the vine. Ah! Don't be
Yeah.
whiny. That's good advice. But just you'll
Is
stay
this
on the
basically
vine.
from like a Cosmo, but in
Yeah.
that era? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Uh,
we're way over.
yeah, we are. We kind of did. I need to
Okay.
edit
Well,
that.
there's loads more good stuff here. So we'll save that for another day.
Yeah. And
But
maybe I'll
anyway,
do some like
super fun.
research seeing were there any actual like things targeted towards like what men should do. I'm sure there were.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I wish my 1950s hair would have stayed up like it was supposed to because it was impressive when it first started,
Yeah.
but not
Need a couple more
anymore.
bobby pins in there.
It's true. It's true. I'm not.
Yeah. I don't think my little thing's going anywhere right now. Bling
I
bling
like it.
bling
I
bling.
like it a lot.
It took some time though for realsies.
Well, I've tried like the big barrel curls and the rolls, and I can
Uh-huh.
never. My hair's just like not happening.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with up things. It's getting my hair to look good down and curly. Is it just
Yes.
that's just so that's what you can help me with.
Okay. Well, I think we need to do like a 1950s night sometime.
I think you just need to move here because when the hell are we gonna do that?
Uh, good question. Good
Yeah.
question. Okay.
Although
We'll come
I
down.
did have fun dressing up for this though, just because,
Me too. I love this little dress. Wish I could like show the whole thing of it because it's really cute.
yeah,
But
we're and
no.
I'm just in some shorts and a tank top, so it's nothing like as far as outfits concerned, but
Well, I like it. I like it a
still
lot.
gonna rock my little floopty doop.
You're dang right. Somebody came to the door right as I was getting ready to go do this, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, yes, this is my Friday outfit. What do you think?" He's like, "I fixed your sprinklers."
And you have a lucky husband.
Mhm. Yes, I baked him pies, and I caught him by breaking down in the
Right.
corner. I cried softly in a corner until he came and found me.
Oh, everything but. I
Good
was there for
grief.
that part. Okay. All right.
It's
Well,
true.
thank you. This was fun. Tell your
I think
daughter
you're
thank you
amazing
for the
for the
recommendation.
request.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
And
All
an
right,
awful
we'll have
one.
a good week and an awful one. And I'm really glad we've made some strides since then.
Yeah,
I don't think I would
yeah.
have fared too well. But
I don't know.
anyways,
I mean, I think I would have been fine, but I think I'm better this way because I think I wouldn't have been happy then. But I think I could have masked it. I learned that all
yeah,
pretty well
played the
too.
part
I could have
well.
played the part because that's what I was taught to do my whole life.
Yeah,
But
thank heavens we don't
I
have
wouldn't have
to.
been happy.
And
Exactly. I get to actually be happy and
I get to interact with my
yeah,
husband and not just like fake things the whole time.
yeah.
It's great.
It's a partnership.
Yep, marriage is a partnership. Glad we don't have to do any of this stuff. Lilas, and I love you. I
We
think
only
you're
got to do the
amazing.
stuff that we want to do because we actually like our guys.
It's true. We do. It's nice that way.
Granted, not to say we don't do things we don't love to do, but that's part of also being in a relationship too. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Amen. I think you do a good job.
you too. All right. Well,
Thanks.
I Lilas. I love you.
Lila's for reals now.
For
Okay.
realsies. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Subscribe up there.
Subscribe.
There's a subscribe up there.
Okay.
Like the button.
Okay.